My name is Krystina Matos, and I major in psychology and women's and gender studies with minors in statistics and critical sexuality studies. DRC has really enhanced my academics just simply because I am in DRC. It really put a name to a lot of things that I had kind of always felt, and I had always kind of had this feminist consciousness that I didn't know that there was a name for that. It really gave me a direction as to what I wanted to study and what I wanted to pursue. Being in DRC and meeting like-minded women and taking a course that was centered around issues of women and their leadership really kind of solidified this idea that there is a problem in this society and I need to study the history, the philosophy, the theory and everything that goes behind it, because there's something wrong and something needs to be fixed. I knew, like from an academic standpoint, that by the time I graduated here, I was going to have all of the tools that I needed to have to be the best leader I could be. DRC has enhanced my leadership capabilities because it's given me firsthand experience. So being in Douglass organizations kind of automatically make you a leader just because you are a leader of, other Douglass women who aren't in said organization, but also being on an executive board of a Douglass organization is really fulfilling because it gives you firsthand experience, with an advisor to have your back, to really experience what it's like to have people, under you, and to know how to delegate and to know how to adapt. What I've learned over my time here is adaptability is the most important thing. And I say that to anyone and everyone who asks me, and Douglass has really taught that to me throughout my time here, just because, I've experienced it and I've been a leader and I've had leadership training and I'm in a program that's all about women's leadership and enhancing what leadership is and what leadership means. And to really just understand that being a leader essentially just means being a slave to the people that you lead, because you need to understand that their needs are more important than yours. And it's your responsibility to make sure that their needs are met. And I honestly learned that here. DRC has really enhanced my experience as a commuter because I wasn't always a commuter. So my first 2 years I did live on campus. I did live on the Douglass campus, actually. And so being a commuter this year wasn't as scary, honestly, just because of the fact that I did have DRC, because of the connections and the friendships and the colleagues that I've made thus far really gave Douglass a home to me. So being a commuter doesn't necessarily make me feel like I'm missing out on anything necessarily, just because I do have meetings that I have to go to every week, and I have a place to go, and Douglass is really a beautiful place to be anyway. And so sometimes I kind of just don't want to go home, just because I know I'll be much more productive here. I joined DRC because I felt honestly that it was perfect. I came to Rutgers Admitted Students Day, kind of just like, well, my friend got in on a full ride, so I came with him to see what Rutgers was all about. There was a women's college information session, so I dragged him to it with me. And we're sitting there, my parents are with us, and my mom leans over, while the information session is happening, and she's like, "It's like they knew you were coming." And I was like, yeah, it's kind of perfect. Everything that they were saying was something that I truly believed. The mission, the resources, the opportunities, the staff. So understanding that there is a place for women in higher education was honestly a no-brainer. Someone should join DRC if they want to be in a world that's better for them and for future generations. You should join DRC if you're the kind of person who has always had drive but maybe necessarily didn't have the support, or who kind of is a little iffy about whether or not they can change the entire world and need somebody to tell them that they can, because that's really what Douglass is all about. It's about empowering women to understand that they can be all that they want to be. And so if you feel like you need the resources and the sisterhood and the support and the challenge, really, if you're up to the challenge, then you should join Douglass.